So, I went to the movie theaters like usual. This was the first film I saw before seeing Across the Spider-Verse. I'm gonna release Across the Spider-Verse first because that's the biggest movie. I'll release it so it can be as quickly as possible. But I saw The Little Mermaid first. I went to the theater. I was excited. No, actually, that's a lie. I wasn't excited. This film was a low expectation for me. That's all you need to know. Anyways, let's get right into it. The movie that we're talking about today is The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid is a fantasy family adventure. It is a character of Ariel, a young girl who wants to go to the actual walking world with humans and stuff. But her dad, very strict. The humans killed his wife, so he's very strict with that. He's like, you cannot go to that world. And she meets a boy, falls in love. Ursula roaming around like Emperor Palpatine, just trying to make a deal with her for her to go see the man or the boy. Anyway, like I said, the film had very low expectations. I was not looking forward to this film. Not one bit. The trailers didn't hook me in. Very low expectations. Very low. And I gotta say, it's good. It's actually good. It's actually good. I had a damn good time with this movie. In the beginning of the movie, I was kind of a little okay, alright. But I got the groove of it, and I was like, all right, this is not bad. And by the end, I really did dig this freaking film. And of course, the runtime is 135 minutes with the rating of PG, and it's in color. And it's directed by Rob Marshall, of course known for the film Chicago, Memoir of Geishna, and Mary Poppins Returns. So he has a pretty good filmography, I gotta say. And yeah, this film is that. This film is pretty good. The direction is pretty solid. The writing for the story is as iconic as you can imagine. So they took everything they did with the last one to make it with new stuff. They improved with the film. Again, I have not seen the original Little Mermaid in a very long time, so I can't say I remembered watching it. So this is like all right, we're watching Little Mermaid for the first time in a very long time. Anyways, the performances all around are pretty good. Everybody did pretty solid in the film. Of course, Halle Berry, it's hard for me to pronounce. Just leave me alone. Plays Ariel. She's a young girl, again, wants to meet the boy that she really likes, and the boy pretty much, because she saves the guy, and the guy falls in love with her, and she wants to go see him. And Halle Berry did a great job. She did a pretty damn good performance. She did a pretty damn good job as Ariel. Of course, I understandably the hate and all that. I understand. It's Disney, ladies and gentlemen. They want inclusion and all that stuff. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I mean, just don't put it in my throat. And I'm glad they didn't. And I thought Halle Berry did a pretty good job. You also got a great performance by Mrs. Melissa McCarthy. She plays Ursula, who is this evil witch who, she makes a deal with the Little Mermaid, either to take her voice, and in 3 days, if you don't get a kiss, you are mine, girl. And yeah, Melissa McCarthy did a pretty good job as Ursula. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of Melissa McCarthy, that's for sure, but she did a pretty good job as Ursula. You also got the boy, the young charming guy. He's or Prince Eric, that's his name. And yeah, he's gonna be king, but he's a prince. He's just enjoying himself. Of course, they're setting boundaries. You can't do this. You can't do that. He's like, oh, fuck off. And he's just enjoying himself. And a shipwreck occurs, and he gets rescued by, of course, Little Mermaid. And he's in love with this woman and her voice. And he's trying to find her. And yeah, Prince Eric is a pretty good character. I like the guy who played him. He did pretty good in this movie. I enjoyed his company. You also got Sebastian, played by Devon Diggs. And yeah, he's the famous crab that everybody loves very dearly. And yeah, the king sets him out to be with little Halle Berry and make sure she doesn't do the wrong things. I thought the dude played Sebastian pretty well. At first, I was not digging him as much, but by the end, I was like, oh, okay, I like this guy. I thought he did a pretty good role as Sebastian. He did pretty good. Awkwafina as the bird. I don't hate Awkwafina. It's just, I don't know. In this film, she kind of irritated me. Then the song. I mean, the song was like, not hating on Awkwafina, but her voice isn't the most mystical thing ever. But yeah, she wasn't terrible, but it's like, alright, Awkwafina. She just plays the same character in every freaking film that she's in. there's not much range that I've seen from her. I do really need to see the movie The Crazy Rich Asians to see Aquafina, because I really she's been playing the same character for the last few movies, so it's kind of like irritating now. But anyways, you also got the king. He's the king. Wants to make sure his daughter is not in the land world, because you know he lost his wife to the humans, and just wants to make sure his daughter doesn't make mistakes, and just really strict on that. And I thought the king was pretty cool. And overall, the performances are pretty good. I did enjoy all the actors and actresses, but Halle Berry really did kill it, and I really did like Melissa McCarthy as Ursula. And the Prince Eric character. The direction by Rob Marshall is pretty good. I like the direction and the way it really did caught up throughout the movie, and I was digging it. I was really enjoying it, and I liked it. And the direction is pretty good. The dialogue, again, the writing is pretty solid. The jokes land, but again, it's very kid-like, so it's like, the kids will love it. The kids will love this film. And yeah, the story has been told 100 times. We know what's going to happen with this film. It's no-brainer. But all around, the writing is pretty good. The cinematography, there's some pretty good shots with this film. I mean, there's moments that look pretty good. It's a pretty well shot film. The visual effects are a little. That's all I gotta say. Visual effects are a little. I mean, it looks good, but also looks kind of. That's the best I got. I mean, Disney has really been giving us some pretty darn bad visual effects, so I'm kind of. It's whatever. What do you expect, man? You're not gonna get a James Cameron visual effects for underwater scene, man. That's another thing. When I saw James Cameron's Avatar, now I'm seeing this film, I'm like, fuck, man, how the hell? The visual effects aren't the best. That's all I gotta say. But they look pretty good at times, though. The music is great. Halle Berry's voice is great. Her vocal skills are damn solid. And yeah, I thought the music is pretty good. The score is really good. And yeah, all around, I did enjoy this movie. It's not a terrible movie. It's not as bad as a lot of some people say it's shit. I didn't think it was shit. At the end, I felt fulfilled with the story. I thought it was fun, and I enjoyed the story that was told. Little critic. So I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 stars. Pretty solid thumbs up. If I was you, I'd give it a watch, man. Show up with your family and friends. Enjoy this film. You're gonna have a pretty damn good time. But yeah, those are my thoughts for The Little Mermaid. I'll see you guys in the next video.